Tampa Hair MD. Tampa Hair Transplant. Want your hair back? Then you need Dr. Roger Basson. Dr. Basson is the Hair MD. He is a board-certified medical doctor who cares about your hair. Tampa Hair MD, home of the NeoGraft, the one and only high-tech hair transplant. Call us today.
All right, we do have a Fox 35 health alert this morning. How about this? No scalpel, no sutures, no incisions. Yeah, it's new relief for people who are losing some of their hair, like me. When I look like this sometimes, Doc, I think I got a problem here. Maybe we can talk after the show. Joining me now to talk about the NeoGraft is Dr. Roger Basson, plastic surgeon. Good to see you once again.
How are you?
And also Ron Doria, NeoGraft patient. Good to see you down there.
See you.
Let's start with you, Ron. Why did you decide, all right, I need to get something done here?
It was, for me, I lost my hair in a very strange way from a car accident, and I didn't want to be bald anymore. So I started doing research and research and research, and the technology today, I figured if I can have a full head of hair, and it's only going to take me one day to do it, it was a no-brainer for me.
So you got a full head of hair now.
I've got a full head of
but
hair
we do
now.
have some before pictures, so
Yes.
let's take a look at those here very quickly and see. So, okay, it was just going, but man, completely different.
Crazy, right?
All right, when you look back at that picture right there, what do you think?
A guy that felt good on the inside and looked bad on the outside.
Did it make you feel older?
Yeah, I mean, I exercise, I stay fit all the time, but when you don't look as good as you feel, there's something that is missing. There was one piece of the puzzle that was missing. And when I would go to a dinner or something, I would never sit under a bright light. I always sat in the back a little bit, always wore a baseball cap. The confidence was not there. My confidence is back tenfold now.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
It's
yeah,
good.
It looks great. Now, doctor, I'm sure you hear this a lot. Not just men, women also facing this. What's new about this NeoGraft procedure?
Well, I mean, bottom line is that there's no cutting and no scarring.
I didn't realize how you used to do these. You were just showing me the scalpel there. You took parts out of people's scalp, more or less, and transplant.
Yeah, what we would do is we'd take a very sharp instrument, such as this scalpel over here, and what we would do is we would actually, if you want to come in tight over here and take a look at the scalpel, what we would actually do is we would take a chunk out of your head. We would actually cut a chunk out of your head, and then we would have to divide them up and then put them back in. But the problem is you're left with a pretty large scar, and a lot of our patients don't want to have a scar. And also for women who baldness in women is it is really a major problem, but these patients are kind of hiding because they don't want the scar. So now these patients are coming out because we can do it without a scar now.
So what do you use now? It's completely different
completely different technology.
We'll get a look at this thing too.
Okay, this is just what the tip of our device would look like, because I couldn't bring the big device in today, but this is like a tiny, it's 1 millimeter around. That's actually smaller than a tip of a ballpoint pen. And what we do, this is connected to a kind of a computerized device. And what we'll do is we'll just punch little tiny hair follicles out.
Okay.
And
so you take it from like the back up here, so
yeah.
You're using that to punch up in this area.
Right, we're taking it from the donor area, which is always in the back, where we don't get typical pattern baldness, where the areas are very thick back here. We're punching out individual follicles randomly, only fitting it about 14%.
Okay.
Taking those little hair follicles, transplanting them back in. About 100% of them survive, which is better.
Dr. Roger Basson and his expert staff will get you back in the game. Why wait to look great? Call Tampa Hair MD today. The doctors that care about your hair. Tampa Hair MD.